Here we are again. It's on another unique property, 401 Brickstore Rd Eastaboga. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We're always posting videos, and that way you'll be the first to know about a unique property. But Oxford, Birmingham, Atlanta, Georgia, Huntsville, Mobile, Chattanooga, Tennessee, they're all within 2 hours. You're an hour from Birmingham. You know, you're 60 minutes from Oxford. So you're very convenient property. You're just off of I-20. We've got 14 acres available south of Brickstore Rd, and we got 62 acres in the house available here. But you've got 3 different home sites, additional home sites. You've got a home site to the left behind the house, at the back on the left, and then you have another home site on the right side about middle ways. And so if you had family looking to move with you to a farm, well, this could be for you. It's very level. This farm was used for row cropping for soybean and corn for many years. One unique thing is the airport's nearby. There's a 1,000-foot runway you can see in the picture there, and you're real close to the Talladega Super Speedway. So this kind of tells you the area that it's in. So it's very flat property out here. A lot of farms and pastures, as you can see. This was used for row cropping, but you could easily come back in and work on it and make it a really nice cattle pasture if you wanted to do that, or for horses. But again, that municipal airport's a 1,000-foot runway. It's 2.5 miles away from here, so it's very convenient. You're really about 10 minutes from I-22, so very, very convenient. You can see that the owner has chain link fencing. He has about an acre of this fenced. He kind of wanted that just for himself. He was an older owner, and he just kind of wanted to have that for himself. But you will see when you come out to this property, it's very, very unique because it's very spacious throughout here. A lot of nice houses are built out here. That's a 30 by 51 barn down below, and we're going to stay with me to the end of the video. You're going to actually see inside the barns and get some details on specifics about it too. But just a really unique property. It was built in the 1950s. It's the current seller of the properties lived here since the 60s. So that tells you not a lot of people have owned this property in the last 50, 60 years. So that's a good thing. But it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. It's a farm home. Been here in the 50s again. You know, it's got just window units for heating, for air. Then you've got wall heaters, gas wall heaters, and it's propane gas for your heat. You've got a bedroom to the left, kitchen straight ahead, and then you have a bedroom there. But there's another bedroom off the kitchen. You're going to see that in a minute. But again, gas wall heaters for your heat, and then you have window units for cooling. Right there's the kitchen. We're going to go there in just a minute. But we're going to walk over here to the right and let you look at this bedroom. The next bedroom we're going to see is a little bit bigger, in my opinion. But you got vinyl wood floors here, and so it would be easy to sweep and clean and throughout the house. But it's just an older home. You've got the wood paneling, which is, you know, it adds a lot to the land as far as, you know, the appeal. It's just the way that it was done back in those days. But you got a nice big kitchen. You got a hot water heater that's gas. It's propane. No natural gas right here. It's all propane gas. And this is on public water. So, but you also have a well. But the actual home part of it is on public water. But you could actually use the well if you wanted to. But the seller just used the public water. But yeah, stay with us. We're gonna have the barn footage coming up here. But another probably unique thing about this is that you can buy the 14 acres if you wanted to keep the 76 acres here. So, but we're selling that separate. So you actually would be making an offer on 2 different pieces of the property if you wanted them both. You do have a laundry room back here, and you do have a sink over there, and then you have another area. All this was an add-on to the house. As you can tell, you can see the siding of the house to the right there, but this is another area that you could use it for something, or just as a back porch if you wanted to do that. That's enclosed. But that's a storm shelter. That mound of property is a storm shelter. The propane tank's there. We're going to walk in and let you look at the 2-car detached garage. It's a 24 by 24. It's all block with a metal roof, and it does have I think the doors are 10-foot doors. You've got a automatic door opener, and then you have this one right here on the right that we're closest to that's not on the automatic. But the automatic opener is, as you can see, is above this older car here. And there is a cubby hole to this detached garage that you could get up and probably store a few things up top if you needed to. And but it's nice to have. Everybody needs a detached garage. If you don't have a carport, this does not have a carport. This has a detached garage, so it's going to be very useful to you if you come out to the property. You can, if you want to come out and take a look at the property, you probably saw my number earlier in the video as well. The number would be towards the end as well, and you can reach me with that number, and we'll be happy to show it to you. This is the well house. It's got a filter system on it, but it's mainly he used it for outside, is what I've been told. But he uses public water for inside the house. But it's nice to have a well, and you've got one here. And then he has a little shed that you're going to see in just a moment. That's an older shed. It may not be what you'd want to have forever, but it could certainly solve short-term storage space for chainsaws, weed eaters, the little necessity things you got to have, rakes, and so that's a good area that you could actually do that temporary until you want to do that, because you definitely have the room on this property to add more buildings if you wanted to. You've got plenty of room to do that. But I think the main thing that I think what's great about this property is you can actually row crop it if you wanted to, or you can pasture it. You have an acre of this chain link fencing, this enclosure around the house, which is kind of nice, especially if you're not from the area and you wanted to. This was not going to be your forever home. This is kind of nice to have, especially if you wanted to lease out the pastures for row cropping. You wouldn't have to worry about them coming up to the house or anything while you're not here if you wanted to do that. And if you're out of town, you've got the airport, so you're just moments away to fly in. If you have a plane, you could fly in, come to the farm, relax, take it easy. One great thing about the property, you do have that storm shelter, and you're going to see that in just a moment. We're going to walk over there and walk in it, let you get an idea what this looks like. But it's a mound. He built this mound up, and then he's got this nice storm shelter here. And you kind of walk in, but that's not really where you want to be. It's going to be this little small door that we're going to open up. That's going to be the really part of the storm shelter where you're going to be hanging out during a storm. So, but that's what this is there. You can tell it's concrete on the inside. And he's lived here since the 60s. This is a nice 30 by 51 barn. It's, as you can tell, you got 3 bays. Those are 10 feet wide each. So right here is 30 feet of the barn. And the equipment here, there's a tractor. Doesn't come with the property, but it's, obviously it could be purchased if it's still here when you decide you want to buy the property, if this is what you're looking for. And so it could be bought, but it would be bought as an extra. And we're going to walk back here. There is a shed, like a lawnmower shed, or maybe where you store ladders or gasoline underneath something in open air that can breathe. This is probably where you'd want to do that. And but it's useful. It's got a metal roof on it, as you can see. and then there's the tractors, the bay we just walked through. Then the door that's open straight ahead takes you inside the barn. You've got concrete floor on part of this, and part of it's going to be wood. But initially you walk in and it's concrete. But it's, it's just an old barn. It's an old farm barn that you may do it differently, but this is what they did here for what they liked and what they thought would be useful. Be sure to like and share and subscribe again. And my number, if you wanted to see this property, is going to be at the end of the video. Be happy to show it to you. But right in here, I've figured it to be about a 20 by 30 area. And then you've got a loft up here that we're going to walk to. You can see the little ladder to the right by that old door. But up top is probably about a 10 by 30 loft area. You could use it for many things, but we just came from down there and we're up here now. But you can tell it's got some use to it, and got some places you could store things. Obviously, it hadn't been used up here for a while, as you can tell. But it might be what you're looking for. And but yeah, just give me a call and we'll be happy to show it to you. But just a lot of opportunities here with this property. I think that's one of the things is you could, if you had family looking to move with you, you could easily do that here. If you wanted to farm it, you can farm it. If you want to lease it to farmers, there are farmers in the area that will be glad to lease this property. But be sure to give me a call if you're interested. Appreciate you watching the video. I hope you find the property you're looking for. Thanks again. Bye.